Hi guys, it's Nikki, also known as Faces Trader, and you're watching the February 2021 Global Market Update. Let's begin. Okay, so this Tuesday, we actually saw the markets rebounded, and actually a lot of our portfolios went from really down to, well, we're talking about like down 10% from all-time high. It's not as if like it's really down. And then reversed really to the green side. So you have even some portfolios in Awesome10X now hitting all-time highs. So what exactly happened last night? What you're noticing in the U.S. markets really that the speculative move or the money flow into the likes of GME, AMC, not necessarily saying that Wall Street bets aren't a great thing, but it took away a lot of liquidity flows away from SPACs initially. So happily, last night, a lot of companies, especially the SPACs, started to regain their strengths yet again. So you've seen like THCB, aka Microfast, rising 70% last night. You've got Harvest rising 50% last night. You've got companies like Fubo TV rising 27%. You've got companies like what was it? So a lot of companies actually rose. I'll give you a few things in the charts right now. So February 2021, you're seeing that companies actually, after pulling back for quite a huge move, actually started to breathe a sign of support. So MAXR Technologies example, 41 all the way to 57, a sharp move up, and then back to 41, 43 is now trading 43. So we think that this one is a buy 43.68 to 41.14. For those who aren't aware who MAXR Technologies is, we believe that all the ARC space investment funds or any space related fund would actually love to have a MAXR Technologies. MAXR Technologies is not just about space. It's really about satellite imaging, helping even your journalists because these satellites is really helping them to actually verify news and so forth. So they have clients not just in the journal side, but also a lot of governments as well doing a lot of satellite imaging. So take a look on MAXR Technologies. This at 41 is an interesting company to get into. You're seeing as well some Chinese companies actually showing a very shallow pullback. Take note that JD.com, after falling down 10% from about $100, now trading at 89, actually managed to rise 91. In US, that's US, but actually in China, Hong Kong, JD is already up 5%. So tonight this probably opens up already at $95. You're seeing that the trend is still your friend. A lot of e-commerce names, especially this giant JD, is actually a company that people would love to have as a value play in China. So value and growth. Now you're seeing as well Zoom video actually rising from as low as 360 now back to 382. We're seeing this rev up back to about 450 to 470 this year. You're seeing actually earnings starting to come to life. You've seen last night, oh, I forgot. Agora even rose 30% last night, all-time high to $73. Let's discuss about those things. Your ABML is American Battery Metals. Take note that this is a company that looks to be an alpha from about 20 cents all the way to $5. Indeed, you heard me right. It's a 25x move in just 3 months. There's a OTC. It means that it's not listed in the New York Stock Exchange. It's still in the over-the-counter market. American Battery Metals Corporation looks like it's a great company to enter into and study into. Take note that from about $480, it went to $250 or a 50% Fibonacci. And then rice rose very strongly from about 250 all the way to about 380, or at least 50% move in just 2 days. This is an interesting company. We'll try to study American Battery Metals. Worth watching as well in the next coming days. GoPro actually rose from about. So actually, people ask me about GoPro. Initially, I thought that there's nothing, but I tried to take a look. That you might, U.S. listeners might probably be right. There's probably something worth watching here. You've got the earnings coming out tomorrow. What exactly is it? Is it a transformational play? So from about in the last 5 years, take note that 2016 all the way to 2021, this company has been falling from about $15 all the way to $2. And then recently, 2020, rose from about $2 all the way to $4, low creep up. And then just about 7 months ago, 4 months ago, from about 4 all the way to about nearing 10, 11, 12. So can this hit $20? Let's take a look at what are the potential catalysts of GoPro the US. So earnings play likely. So there's a lot of companies that I'm also taking a look at. Agrify looks to be a company that I'm interested with. Agrify is AGFY. It operates as a developer of highly advanced proprietary precision hardware and software growth solutions for the indoor agriculture marketplace. It's a little bit like $40–50 million in the IPO. So they're helping cultivate solutions, offering a range of associated services, consulting, engineering, construction. The company was founded on June 6, 2016. Take note that App Harvest is in the indoor farming revolution, same as Agrify. So you actually have two secular trends working here. It's about the CEA, the controlled environment agriculture, aka indoor agriculture. And of course, you've got the secular trend as well on cannabis, the legalization of cannabis. You can learn more about it, but let's take a look at further some charts here. You see that most charts are actually in the green. Take note that your Tencent, your Herman Miller, well, Herman Miller is chairs, so it's more of a traditional, but it's still games, right? It's about the Herman Miller chairs, which is partnered with Logitech. But you're seeing actually that games as a whole were actually in the green, so very strong movement in many names like that. You've got, of course, our view that we also have the view, of course, that Eric and Nokia are 5G related names, and they're actually very still, it's not super duper strong, but it's still holding on. So it's a key for us. Now, what's happened really with value names? Let's take a look at that. So you're seeing that what had value remains to be very strong. You're seeing that liquidity, Funko rose. LQDT is now trading at $22. Notice that we recommended LQDT as early as $4 to $5 and even as high as 7 and 10. So it's an easy 500% or 400% or 100% for those listeners of ours, and especially more so with our inner circle. Now, Funko is now trading at $13. We noticed that it was about 4, 5, 6, 7. It's now going up. Your IBKR is now $65. Your Berry Petroleum, your TripAdvisor, you're seeing a slew of greens. Like, I mean, I'm sure that your portfolio actually traveled somewhere from about -3% to perhaps +3 or +5% at the end of the day, which is really an it was really an overnight reversal to the green. Meaning, after a lot of sell-offs in the last couple of days because of this GME stuff, and you're seeing that GME and BBBY are getting sold down. So what's happening is that money flow is going away from GameStop and Bed Bath & Beyond and into the likes of many companies as well. So they've rallied already, right? GameStop went from $3, or specifically if you're very anal about it, then it's about $2.57 all the way to $500, or about 200x. 200x in just about, roughly in about 1 to 2 years. Actually, less than 1 year. Yeah. If you entered about $2.57 was 1 year ago. Yeah. So the point here that I'm making is that a lot of people just want to take profits and they want to actually voyeur into some companies that hasn't risen yet. And so what are these companies? When there was a sell-off in the entire market, you've seen that these markets actually gave an opportunity to enter into, right? So we entered some of them, SPACs, basically. So Alus is an interesting SPAC, Freyer. Notice what happened with your SPACs, your CCIV. So if you're asking me, where is Nikki most bullish at? I mean, it's true. I am a SPAC believer. I'm a SPAC believer of many, many industries. And Churchill Capital is Lucid Motors. So it's up what? It's $26. I didn't buy it last night. Some of us already have this as early as 18 or 20. And some of us have it as early as 10, 11, 12. So, that's why we go look for SPACs. Of course, you've got companies like Alus, which is the new SPAC that we entered into, $12.50, aka for your battery. And I think there are more SPACs coming out. LD How is interesting for me. That would be the second SPAC of SoftBank. SoftBank Vision Fund. I haven't studied Fuse, but people are talking about it. For me, Fuse SPAC. So yeah, we are looking at many SPACs. Let's take a look at this. Mobile Bank Money Lion is said in talks with Fusion SPAC. Let's read this together, guys. So who is Mobile Bank Money Lion? All right. So Money Lion. Sorry, I can't read it. Let's find other ways. Fuse SPAC. Should you buy Money Bank Lion? Well, if it's going to be Money Bank Lion, Fusion is raising $300 million to target business in fintech. It says here, Money Bank Lion. What does Money Bank Lion do? Money Bank Lion. Hirap naman kasi laging nakasarado. Mobile Bank Money Lion is said in talks with Fusion SPAC. Hindi ko naman mabasa eh. Teka, there's a way, pero Okay, I'm gonna try to read that. I need to read it. Where's my word? Okay, I want to read. What exactly did they say? Okay, this fintech company, Moneyline, is a mobile bank in talks to go public with Fusion Corp. It's a special purpose company set to value combined entity at $2 billion. The deal, if agreed, could be announced in coming weeks, and representatives for Money Lion didn't say any comments yet. Money Lion is led by the Warkar G. Chubey, more than 6 million members with features like Roar Money. They give the users ability to access paychecks 2 days early and free withdrawals from 55,000 ATMs. The company counts Edison Partners, Green Spring, MetaBank, and Capital One Growth Ventures among its investors. Fusion is led by Jim Ross. The firm is taking it public with $750 million to about $3 billion enterprise value. Okay, so it's a Spac. It's gonna be a fintech. So they're trying to follow suit with Backed, Metro Mile, SoFi, Catapult, PaySafe, perhaps. So a lot of us Spacs in the fintech region. Uh, Me personally, I have to say, guys, that last night there was actually a buy signal on Affirm. So let me share to you that AFRM. So the buy now, pay later program. So I think that this is actually an opportunity to buy. So here, so I actually entered about $100, although I thought that this was at 107 an entry point. So let's say you got in at 107. I think that this $100 is your support. You can't get in anymore at 91. I thought that we could. So Affirm, in my view, is a company that I'm willing to buy as low. In fact, I put a lot of arrows there because I'm willing to buy all the way to about $70 if it ever wants to tank. But it's very hard to buy it at a lower price. Nonetheless, I'm a long-term bull on Affirm, Max Levkin's business. Lots of great companies to buy. Let's take a look other than Spacs. You're seeing that some wind-related names, even the basura-related, have risen a lot. Mass Megawatt Wind Power, RBNW. So yeah, I saw them like rise 30, 40, 50% last night. They are your speculative names, right? A lot of speculative names, actually basically everything that fell actually rose. So you're seeing that Mass Megawatts Wind Power. I'm not really sure what exactly is this, but it's, I think, in a penny stock arena. Let's take a look. Mass Megawatts Money, MMW stock. I think this is an OTC. It says that they are a company producing wind turbines, selling wind-generated electricity. Company intends to build and operate wind energy power plants to sell it to the electric power exchange. So it's 20 cents, up 40% last night. Market cap is very small at $12 million. Yeah, let's take a look at their look aside. What exactly? Reducing energy cost. All right. Mass megawatts wind power. A lot of market momentum. So it's a hot penny stock. So I didn't do my due diligence for this company yet, but I have it in my watch list. So MMMW here, very strong move, right? So from about here, you saw that it went from about 3 cents all the way to about 47 cents, or a 15x move in just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's about 15x move in 7 days. And another, how many drop? From 45 cents all the way to 14 cents. So it's still a 5x from here. From a Fibonacci standpoint, that gives you a buy signal tonight. So yeah. So really, the 13 cents was bought, and then you've got a move right now to 20 cents. See if there will be resistances here. A very strong resistance likely at about 30 cents. 30 cents here. Very strong resistance here. But very strong move, right? That's about what? 15x, a drop, and then, yeah. So these are a little bit on the penny stock waves, but just showing to you what's happening in the USA. All right, so Plymouth Rock also, we discussed this, up 15%. Wimi Holograms up 8%. Artificial Intelligence Tech up 7%. So these are some of the penny stock names that I'm taking a look at. So just sharing to you. So Artificial Intelligence Tech Solutions rally from about, what's this? Something in the realm of about 0.04860. But let's say you entered somewhere in the 20,000 all the way to 200,000, and now it's at about 100,000. So what does AITX do? Still some of these are really penny stock, so I'm not quite sure if what they say they're doing is really true. But from a name per se, you know, the name looks good, like Artificial Intelligence Technology Company Solutions, right? Subsidiaries, Robotic Assistance Devices, Crawford Mobile Installation. So yeah, founded 2010. Let's take a look at the subsidiary of Artificial Intelligence Tech Solutions. Price increase 200% in a week. AITX stock review, further financed. Yeah. See, okay, so it says here that they're the owner of robotic assistance devices. So let's take a look at the home of robotic assistance devices here. Crunch-based company says it's an innovator in the delivery of artificial intelligence and robotic solutions for operational, security, and monitoring needs. People ask me, Nikki, do you like Plymouth Rock? Yes, I said so. Actually, guys, just for news, Plymouth Rock actually helped Somalia, UN for the mission. So just for news sake, medical missions, is Plymouth Rock a real drone company? Yes. So they actually just supplied UAVs, unmanned aerial vehicles. Sorry. Yeah, that's right. It's like unmanned aerial vehicles. So it's drones for United Nations Assistance Mission in Somalia. So UNEP estimated that 8 million trees were cut down for charcoal in Somalia between 2011 and 2017, increasing land degradation, food insecurity, and vulnerability to flooding and drought. And therefore, Plymouth Rock supplied a UAV so that they could help them. So the UN actually worked with Plymouth Rock for a reseeding mission. Reseeding, guys, means that you are using drones to reseed. It's been happening. It's called the precision ag tech. If this is like your first time, precision ag tech. The reason why I like Raven Industries is because of that. John Deere and Raven Industries and a lot of drones today are actually doing a lot of reseeding. So we're going to have a lot of population problems by 2030. We're going to hit about 10 billion population by then. And yet our land does not serve as much food as we can. So the answer there is indoor farming. That's the reason why Agrify, in my view, is important and why I'm taking a look at it. And I'm taking a look at a lot of drones, guys. So Plymouth Rock is one of those drones that I'm taking a look at because I do believe that the market is underwhelmingly how should I say this? They're not even looking at it, rather. So it's a leader in developing threat detection and unmanned technologies. The program is for a reseeding mission. So they're going to reseed, hopefully plant more trees so that, so Somalia has provided a major source of funding for militias, terrorist groups, and other actors linked to conflict who illegally tax exports. So to address the issues of charcoal in Somalia, both the demand and supply side have to be tackled. This is a sad thing, guys. Actually, the more I actually study my numbers, I'm so sad about Congo. Do you know what happened with Congo Cobalt? A lot of like militia and rebellious stuff. So I'm happy actually if we can afford not to even use cobalt, so that these terrorists don't even get their money. So Tesla said, and a lot of the vehicles said that they're trying to make lithium-ion batteries without the use of cobalt. So I hope that they can actually succeed with that, and not just Tesla. A lot of the electric vehicles actually are saying that they can create batteries without the use of cobalt. So there's a lot of child labor exploitation happening in Congo. So very sad. If you wanted to study about that, those are the things that I'm taking a look at. Now let me see your questions. Let's be fast here. Hi, Awesome10X. eToro allows me to only buy, order, and stock Vax Art. I don't know what Vax Art is, but I'll put it on my watch list. I'll take a look. Vax Art. What does this do? Is VAC Art stock a buy? Shares are surging as keyboard members resign. It's an American biotech company focused on vaccines, temperature-stable tablets. All right. I'm so bad when it comes to healthcare, guys. So I'll just put it in my back burner and study it next time. All right, there are more. Thanks for the insights you're sharing. Last night I got in a Nook. Nokia is okay for me. Palantir, I hope someday they'll grow. I read some 5G stocks and Plymouth Rock. I like Plymouth Rock with their drones. So I'm more there for the drones. But if they have other entities, good to know. By the way, I'm still holding Novan. Yeah, I have Novan. So Novan is really more on the COVID-19 variant stuff. But I think there's a heavy resistance on 150 plus. I hope that this will grow in the future. Thank you and keep safe. So I'm okay. Like I think like 130 to 150, you've got some sellers. But Hindi ako magaling talaga sa healthcare, guys. I'm not good at healthcare. I'll be honest. I told you API was a winner. Yeah, I have API. Congrats. Yeah, thank you. Finally, right? So like we were buying it at 38. It rallied to 58, then fell back again to 38 while everything else was rallying and rallying, rallying. So we had to buy it back at 38 all the way to about 45. Happy to say that it's now $72. Why did Agora went up? I think when the market realized that Agora was the live streaming partner of Clubhouse. The funny thing about the market is that Agora is also the live streaming partner of Unity Software. And Agora is the live partner of Heck, which is Talkspace. I mean, so many companies work with Agora. I'm happy that the world now knew about it. But Awesome10X sometimes is sad that why is it that the market, which is supposed to know it, is slow? It's like what? 6 months after you know it? Duh. Hi, Nikki. Any thoughts on Charlotte's Web? We like Charlotte's Web. I actually have I have a class on Charlotte's Web. This is about Charlotte Figgy, the Stanley brothers, the seven brothers. So I like it. It's about the medical marijuana story. And I guess you just need a lot of updates on Charlotte's Web. How about you, WMC? So United Wholesale Mortgage, in my view, has no problems. However, I don't understand why it fell to $10 in the first place. I think it's right now very low risk, but it's just one of my ideas. Like, it's not a super buy idea for me. Why is it not a super buy idea? Because there's also Rocket Loans. I mean, in the fintech space, there's a lot. So I think that United Wholesale Mortgage and Rocket Loans are in the same sector, but I like it both. It's just that I also wonder why Rocket Loans still continues to be at $21. So I like both. Any thoughts on APPL? Apple. What about it? Apple is just Apple. It's just, I don't know, like Apple is blue chip. What else can I say? Wearables, phones. The biggest driver of Apple is really about phones. Sorry, not about phones. Wearables. Their highest growth move is wearables in the next 2 to 3 years. So I'm bullish on Apple, mainly on AR/VR. Yeah. Elon Musk appeared on Agora Clubhouse and toasted Vlad, and the stock ripped the next day. Yeah, so perhaps it's the Elon Musk effect. That's sometimes what we need, the Elon Musk effect, so that Agora could rise. I'm happy that finally Tony Zhao gets the attention of people. Woohoo! Yeah, but Agora is a great company. So what else? Well, yesterday it was a very good move. You see holograms rising 8%. WIMI, you've got Spacs, some of your garden ideas like Grow Generation rose. Your Agora is up 30% last night. Kingsoft Cloud is 55. Grow Generation is 46. Now, you might ask me, why is Grow Generation up? Well, because planting is a huge thing. And yesterday, the indoor farming app harvest was up like something like 40-50% last night. So from about 25, it rallied to as high as $38. So I think it was a no-brainer that people were really thinking that, hey, if you're gonna pay 50% higher for app harvest, here's what Awesome10X believes. Take a look at Agrify. What does Agrify do? I'm gonna go to the chart for you. Okay, not the chart. I looked at the chart. $12 below, it's a buy. Agrify, this is the website. It's agriculture, it's cannabis and hemp, the future of growth. So Agrify says that we use data science, technology, bringing forward the future of plant production. We empower a generation of modern growers. These are farmers that are using science to market and meet the future's needs. We can do higher yield, consistency, and quality. So they can do everything from lettuce, tomatoes, or even cannabis. We aspire to support horticulturalists worldwide with a revolutionary indoor agriculture solution said by Raymond Nobu Chang. He's the CEO. So let's take a look at Raymond Nobu Chang. Is he a Chinese or is that just a last name? Not trying to be racist here, but so he's a Chinese American, Greater Boston area. Nobu Chang is a serial entrepreneur. He is the CEO and founder of Agrify in 2014 to 2019. Says here that he was the founder and managing director of Next. Let's see. So this is Raymond Nobu Chang. So an entrepreneur, he's a Yale, he's a Harvard, and Nobu. About me, you can read more about him. We are committed to a better future. A better future means an intentional and inclusive present. So I think that people have to realize that the bigger question is, how could we feed the world, guys? How could we feed the world? And in my view, Awesome10X believes that the way to feed the world is through farming and planting. So you need a lot of indoor farming. So it really is a secular trend for grow generation, a secular trend for your hydro farm, HYFM. I like HYFM, to be honest, but I just found it expensive. But I guess everything is always expensive anyway. So 44 is now 79. I think that people are not taking a look at Agrify. This is actually a buy for me. So all the way $11 today, all the way down, it's a buy. The IPO of Agrify is... Agrify IPO was $54 million at a price of $10. So here is now $10. What's the price? $10.92. So you're paying 9% higher on the IPO price. I think that is a good company to take into. This is a Massachusetts tech company going public. I like this company. Study it. Raymond Nobu Chang. It says here that he's an early stage fund. So he was a venture capitalist, apparently, in Boston. He is an adjunct professor of entrepreneurship at Yale Management and Babson College. So he's a teacher, professor. He founded Giga Media, which is the first broadband internet company in Asia. Giga Media received $35 million from Microsoft, and it even went public on NASDAQ, raising $280 million, one of the largest IPOs for internet company prior to 2000. He founded Lucky Pie, which is a leading TV shopping company in China. He also raised venture financing from Lightspeed Venture Partners. Is this related to LSPD, like the Lightspeed POS, which is the Shopify of Canada? Yeah, I guess so. DT Capital, Intel, Lehman Brothers, and Goldman Sachs. He also he sold his Lucky Pie to Lotte Home Shopping for $160 million. He served as the CEO of New Focus Auto, the largest after-sales automobile company dual listed in Hong Kong and Taiwan, $1 billion market cap. He completed a $160 million investment from CDH Capital. Raymond was selected by Fortune as one of the 25 next-gen global leaders under 40 years old. Wow, so he's very young. But that was when? 2013. So now he's what, 47? Or, I mean, I'm not sure what age he was then. So assuming he was 39 plus 7, maximum he's 46 years old. All right, so he was also featured as a panel speaker. Oh, la, 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 la. Okay, I get it. So, yeah, if you've got more questions, let me see your questions. Thoughts po on TransEnterix, TRXC, TransEnterix, I forgot again this company. Pag healthcare, mabilis ko makalimutan eh. Healthcare to, di ba? TransEnterix. Somebody asked me already this company eh. I already answered this eh. This tiny company has a big, okay, now I remember. This is the medical robot comparable to ISRG. Okay lang, it's cheap. Hindi ako masyado talaga magaling. When it comes to healthcare, don't ask me. Is GramF still a buy? Cannabis, okay lang. But I think that the problem here is lack of attention because it's OTC. When it's in the OTC market, some people are restricted to buy. Unfortunately, it's not in the New York Stock Exchange. So, I think one of the reasons why it's lethargic. But with Rihanna and Jay-Z, I'd say that people will realize that Monogram is a cheap company to invest in a cannabis space. How about Tattooed Chef and Valentine LiDAR? I don't think it's a buy, but I don't think it's also a sell. You can take profits. I wouldn't mind. I took some profits at about $25 above, but I think right now it's trading at 21. If it goes down near 14, 15, I'll be entering it, but or even maybe 17. But at 21, it's neither a buy, it's neither a sell. Hello from Toronto. Hi, this is from the Philippines. Hi, IQ Micro. All right, so I think like sayang, sorry, you it's already 3 p.m. So I need to cut off my the show. I need to actually work on my class. Just wanted to tell you that every Monday to Friday, I do have a class, Inner Circle. I get to teach more people about the benefits of course, investing globally. Just make money while sleeping. How do you make money while sleeping? Definitely, you have to invest in global secular trends. How would you play AMC? Well, I really honestly felt that it was just a 2 to 8 move. The fact that it even went to about $10, $20, I feel that it's already a bit excessive. But anything can happen. It went to about 15. I think people sold. It's now 13. Can go to about 9, 8. I think like people would sell. I mean, that's me. I mean, even if I entered it, my intention for that is just a one-night stand. It's not a marriage play for me. So that's all. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.